Today we got for you is something that's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit of a DIY, but also kind of like an educational on what it takes to pack bearings, what it's been like over the years, what the processes look like, and especially in the case of this one, it's a new bearing, so obviously the oil, the very light oil that's on here, isn't sufficient enough to put on, in this case, it'll be like a front wheel bearing for a vehicle. And then you get your race here that goes over it as well. But more so, we're going to be talking about this because you need to get grease inside there, and there's only so many ways to do it properly. So we'll go over, well, probably two of the most important ways to do it, and one of the ways includes this device that's here. So let's show you what that is, and then we'll show you the two ways right now. Alright, so this device we have here is a bearing packer. It's by ZOOYL, and it is made in Taiwan, and this is called, I don't know why they do all this extra stuff on here, super rare, KRAKEN, like it's a, I don't know, like some sort of Pokemon toy or something. But this is called the KRAKEN, and this is located on Amazon. I'll put a link down below for you guys so you get the best deal on it. And, well, basically what it allows you to do is take and put grease, and we'll kind of show you guys here steps 1, 2, and 3 in person, but basically you'll open it up, you'll put grease in, either through, well, we'll show you, there's two ways to put grease in, and then you'll install the bearing, and then you'll essentially inject grease into the bearing. And it's a great process, and they probably have a patent on this as well. So there's the device. We'll crack it open here. We'll crack the KRAKEN open for you guys so you can see. And here's their name. I think the ZOOYL, I think, whatever. And this you might want to take and actually stick on it. This is a scan to check out the instructions, so if you want a play-by-play of how to do it, this is good to have. Or if you guys want to scan it on your screen. And then inside here is the actual device that allows you to inject grease into it. So it's super nice in that it's actually really thick, like polycarbonate. Got a little soft rubber top to it. Reminds me of those old coin purses you used to get back in the 70s and 80s. And inside it's actually tapered, so it's allowing you to press basically grease up into it. And then this is the neat part too, is it uses a Zerk fitting here. So if you have, say, a grease gun that you use on the regular, you could plug that into the bottom here and then pump in either by hand, or if you have an automated one, it's just even better, you can actually pump it up as well. We may not, we'll see how this goes. We may not inject it through here just because of time. To keep this video shorter, I would prefer to pull it apart and put it inside. Let's show you guys how the process works for packing your bearings, because depending on farm equipment or small equipment, construction equipment, or your vehicle, wheel bearings like this that have taper roller bearings on them, they require grease, and you need to grease them up well before you put them on whatever vehicle or machinery that you put them on. So the traditional way is going to be grab yourself some high temp grease that's meant for your vehicle, and in this case we got some here. This is actually some trusty old stuff I got, but the idea is you're going to want to take a nice good old slab of that and put it in your hand like so. So now you got that little slab. The next part is, and this is up to people how they like to do it, so you want to start with this larger opening size here, because that's going to be the easiest way to push grease up and through. You can and might have to also grease from this side as well in order to inject grease back down, and you'll see the grease come up through the bearings or come up through the top as you do it. Now some people like the simple take and push method. So place it on and push. Me personally, I like the nice little slap method. As you get a little bit better push up through there, and you just keep going around, just slowly going over and allowing it to push up through the bearings. And that process could take you quite some time to do. And it's also worth saying that it's pretty messy. Like, the process isn't a nice, clean, and straightforward one to do. But it's worked for many years. There's nothing wrong with that process. Now, a better process is what's going to be part of this ZOOYL KRAKEN setup. And we could do that here now. Let you guys see what that looks like. So with this, again, you can use the Zerk fitting on the bottom to inject your grease. For me, I'm just going to go ahead and spin off the top. And some of them have a push top where you push it down And I've seen there's been some complications with those. The spin top makes it just easier. You don't have to use your physical body weight and tweak it as you go. So the spin top, I think, is going to be a slightly better process. And they claim that themselves that this is the upgrade. Okay, so tops off, you gain instant access down inside. And there you go. So as you have that apart, you can see here now how this setup works. It's got a plastic tapered internal piece. It's going to have this nice lubed up O-ring seal on the exterior and a spring, and then the pass-through on the bottom. So in the case of this, you're just going to load up the bottom side here full of grease. So go ahead and load it up. And I think in this case, you don't need to go too high. You probably just need to go, I mean, max height is probably about to here, because that's all just going to push itself through. And just go ahead and feel free to scrape off any excess you got onto the container. Now we still got some left in here. I don't think I'm going to need all of that in there. I might be a little bit overkill right now anyways. Okay, so next we'll take this piece and slide it down over the top. And then go ahead and push it on down by hand until you start to see that grease come up just a little bit inside there, because you have some air pockets in there. Alright, that's good. We have some popping up in the middle. We're good to go. Some of you guys like to have clean tools. Some of you guys don't. It's up to you. It's a personal preference on how you like to do that. Me personally, I err on the side of just a slightly cleaner tool setup, just because it makes it that much easier to use a tool when it's not a mess. Got it on there. Now, as far as these taper roller bearings go, it says the size capacity of these is all the way up to 3.5 inches. So that's a good size for your ability to fit inside there. And they also claim, too, on this thing that it has a drop resistance of 50 inches. I don't know how they came to that, but it is nice and sturdy. And I've seen definitely worse or thinner, cheaper versions out there. Okay, so go ahead and take your taper. Point the tapered area down, put it inside there, try to center it a little bit. You don't have to necessarily, because this tool here is going to attempt to center it for you. So go ahead and put it on and thread it on down. What you guys kind of see as we thread it in there. Alright, try to center it just a little bit. That's going to try to center it for us, hopefully, as we're spinning. Alright, perfect. It's centering it right now. So as I squeeze now, this pressure is going to push out all the air bubbles and hopefully push all the grease straight up through these needle bearings so that we will get this instantly greased up. Let's watch. Voila. There you go. We just completely put grease all the way through. Now this works too for, say, already dirty ones. Ideally, you're going to want to clean them out, guys. If you have dirty ones you pull out, put in a solvent tank, pressure washer out, get all that grease out of there. Inspect also to your needle bearings, make sure they're fine if you want to reuse them. But you could, worst case scenario, just put the old one in here and then just watch as it pushes out the old, dark, black, gray grease and then wait for the red grease to push its way through, and then you know you've cleaned it out at least enough to throw it back in. Again, that's worst case scenario, but ideally you're going to want to clean them up first. But this one is brand new, so it came perfectly clean, and it's already gone ahead and greased everything up, so let's go ahead and spin this back off. It's not too bad spinning off. I mean, guys, it's a pretty decent setup here. The problem is not knowing when it's about ready to pop off, because I don't want to make a big mess. It's pretty close, but there you go. You can see there's where it came up through, press through. So the grease packed down inside there. So all I've got to do at this point is go ahead and grab the bearing, pull it out, and she's already all prepped. I'm going to go ahead afterwards and just fill in grease over this. You're going to have a nice little layer on the outside here too. But yeah, it packed just fine. Through the bottom, up out the top. Super quick, much quicker, not even a percentage of the mess that you'd normally see. And, you know, the nice thing about this too is it's now prepped for the next phase. So as I need to use this for another bearing, just drop it in, push down, it'll go ahead and fill it up, and I'm on the next. I could clean out as I need inside there too, but talk about a huge saver of time and energy. I think this is the best way to do it, hands down. So, again, I'll put a link down below to you guys for Amazon. Pricing for this unit is right around $39 currently, so super cheap. Plenty of ways to use it, depending on how you want to inject grease inside there. And I'd say no-brainer, guys, if you're at least changing or servicing your bearings on your vehicles or cars or machinery. This is a great way to do it. So I'd love to hear your guys' comments down below. What do you think? Is this the way to go, or should I pack it by hand? I'm all ears, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging in there, and we'll talk to you guys very soon.